signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is April 20th, 2022. It is 3 a.m. I had to set up some tweets to share with you. I've been very busy getting ready to go on a quick little getaway with the kids. Actually, tomorrow. Tomorrow. And later I need to do some laundry, so when we come back we don't have to do when I say we, I don't have to do laundry, so the school uniform and everything will be already clean. So later today I'm gonna be doing that and start packing because we're leaving tomorrow. But there are some stuff I want to share with you. Hopefully I get to edit them before I leave. I want to do a quick review of Johnny Depp. And the other thing is there's some stuff that happened recently with the Invictus thing, and I'm probably gonna have to, like when I come back, like revisit Invictus, because there are a lot of stuff I haven't been able to share with you. I need to share with you. So what I'm gonna do at the beginning of this video is that I want to do a quick review of Johnny Depp thing. This is my back end. While I'm talking, you could look at the back end. And the beginning of his stuff, of his ordeal with his ex-wife, I started covering it, but some of you were not really into it, so I sort of stopped covering it on my channel. But I remember those, I think I have maybe 2 or 3 videos about him when he was suing the tabloid in the UK who called him a wife beater. And then through that, I started sharing, and that's where you guys say you're not really about that and things like that. But within some of those videos, I've said something in the aspect that he just wants to clean his name. He just wants to clear his name, and because of his children and the way people see him and things like that. And I forgot exactly how I put it in those video. I think that's something in that aspect that I said. So yesterday, Johnny Depp started his he took the stand. There's other people. They bring doctors. They bring people who work with them, with him. People who stayed at his place for free. His sister came and spoke, and all of that. This is the moment that I think that really will make him win the case. This is it. We're still in the middle of the case, by the way, but I guess the reason I want to bring, because I sort of brought this topic up, and then there he is on the stand saying exactly, well, better way of what I was saying. And that's the only reason I'm touching that. I probably will take the Johnny Depp part out and put it separate, and then put whatever else that I record afterward. Okay, and majority of the things regarding the Invictus, if I decided to leave it in this video, it's gonna be interviews that Harry did, and then when I come back from vacation, I'll sort of focus on things that I haven't shared yet. There's a lot of things that I bookmarked I didn't record yet, and there's stuff that I recorded I have not edited yet. All right, so let me show you the part with Johnny Depp. Okay, that's him taking the stand. Okay, he's sitting right now, and this is the.
Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's listen.
Good afternoon, Mr. Depp.
Good afternoon.
Can you please tell the jury why you're here today?
Okay, this is. I think he hit it right out of the park in that moment, and then he's very slow. He has. It took him a while after that, to say other things, but the moment he opened his mouth, I think he's been holding all of this for so long, he hit it right out of the park. This is what gets him. If he wins, this is it. This is why he will win that defamation. And defamation lawsuit is very difficult to win, by the way. All right, let's listen. By now, if you're following it, you would already know what he said, but I want to share it with you because I've said it. I've said it a couple years ago. And there he is saying it.
Yes.
All right.
Good afternoon.
Can you please tell the jury why you're here today?
Yes. About 6 years ago, Ms. Heard made some quite heinous and disturbing, brought these disturbing criminal acts against me that were not based in any species of truth.
There it is. That's one. Okay, that's one. And he's taking his word very carefully. And these things have been holding on for 6 years. He hasn't spoke about it. And if you want me to review some of the things that happened within the trial, I'll be more than happy to share with you. But I try not to invest too much time in it because I'm afraid if he loses, and I'll be very devastated again. All right, so let's continue. That's one. He said because of things that were said that were untrue. That's one.
It was a complete shock that it just didn't need to go in that direction, as nothing of the kind had ever happened.
That's two. Okay, none of the things that she said ever happened. That's two.
Though the relationship, there were arguments and things of that nature. But never did I myself reach the point of striking Miss Heard in any way.
That's 3. There he is. He's saying, I never strike her. That's 3.
Nor have I ever struck any woman in my life.
That's 4. Okay, that's 4.
And so I, at the time, because the news of this, her accusations had sort of permeated the industry and then made its way through media and social media, became quite a global, let's say, quote-unquote, fact, if you will. And since I knew that there was no truth to it whatsoever,
There's 6.
I felt it my responsibility to stand up not only for myself
There it is.
in that instance, but stand up for my children.
This is the part. This is the part that I say. Okay? On some of my old videos, because of his children. I didn't even know the barrage of negativity, the struggles, the pain of his childhood. And I said, this is it because of his children. He doesn't want his children to see him as what the tabloid have said. This is it. Okay? He already headed out of the park. Okay? I'm going to move it slightly back.
In that instance, but stand up for my children, who at the time were 14 and 16.
Okay?
And so they were in high school, and I thought it was diabolical that my children would have to go to school and have their friends or people in the school approach them with the infamous People magazine cover with Miss Heard with a dark bruise on her face.
This is the heart. This is the heart of a defamation. This is it. As I'm saying this, I'm really feeling it for him because I feel like he didn't do it. So this is the heart of defamation. This is like what? Number 7? Okay? Because he did not want his kids to not only see him as a wife beater, because the lady said that, and then you have People magazine have her on the cover with bruises. That was not true. And then his kids will be, you know, when kids start annoying other kids, it's very painful. So he did not want that stain in his kids. Okay? This is the heart of a defamation. If he doesn't win it on that only, I don't know what is. Okay?
And then it just kept
Let me move it back a little bit.
Approach them with
Slightly
I
back
thought
more.
it was diabolical that my children would have to go to school and have their friends or people in the school approach them with the infamous People magazine cover with Miss Heard with a dark bruise on her face. And then it just kept it kept multiplying. It just kept getting bigger and bigger. So it was my responsibility, I felt, to not only attempt to clear my name.
There it is. There it is. There it is. This is here. He wants to clear his name. He's telling those jurors, clear my name, please. Oh, I feel for him. That's what he's telling the jurors. Clear my name, please, because I didn't do this. And this part here coincide with one of the how do they call this? Those witnesses who came. I don't know why the Amber's team didn't stop or did something, but the guy went on and said, it really hurts him to see this is what this came into, because it didn't have to be, because he was around them majority of the time. He never seen anything like that. And then Amber multiply, keep on adding, because they allow her, the tabloid love to hear those negativity, so give her the platform to continue spewing those negativity. Okay, so this matches with one of the witnesses, what one of the witnesses said. Okay, I'm moving it back again, and he should win it. That alone, he hit it right out of the park. He's a very slow talker, but from the get-go, he hit it right out of the park. Okay, because he's been holding it for like 6 years.
It just kept getting bigger and bigger. So it was my responsibility, I felt, to not only attempt to clear my name for the sake of, well, for many reasons, but I wanted to clear my children.
There it is, that.
Of this horrid thing that they were having to read about their father, which was untrue. And also, after many years of being in this industry.
This is the other half of the heart of why he should win. The industry, he's been in it for so long, he's lost a lot of money. And he explained how he gave some people some advice and all of that. And then to know some of the people who look up to him, who he had given advice to know this is what he is as a private person, that really bothers him. Okay, let's continue listening.
At the time, it was I'd probably been in the industry 30 plus years, 35 years. Never had any problems, anything like that. And I'd met many people over the years, many of the people, and had the opportunity to talk to those people and
there it is.
Even give advice
there
to
it is.
these people.
That.
And I'm not. My goal is the truth.
There it is.
My goal is the truth.
There it is. He had it right out of the park. He just want the truth. That's it. Okay, that's like what, 8 or 9 that I think he hit it right out of the park. The heart of defamation.
Because it killed me that people that I had spoken with, that I had met with over the years.
There it is.
Who
that's gonna be a commercial.
Not such a great position, and they needed advice.
I'm gonna move it back, hopefully.
It killed me that people that I had spoken with, that I had met with over the years, who maybe were in a not such a great position, and they needed advice.
There.
And I gave them the best advice I could. All I could think of was that those people would think that I was a fraud, that I had lied to them. And so I had to wait for my opportunity to
there it is.
Address the charges, which were criminal charges.
Yeah.
And they just weren't true. So I felt the responsibility of clearing the record as the only way that I could get to the point where I could speak has really taken this full 6 years. And it's been 6 years of
there it is.
trying times. It's very strange when one day you're Cinderella, so to speak, and then in 0.6 seconds, you're Quasimodo.
There it is. He hit it right out of the park. Right there. This is the heart of it. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He hit it right out of the park. Why he's suing her for, for defamation. He hit it right out of the park.
And I didn't deserve that, nor did my children, nor did the people who have believed in me for all these years. I didn't want any of those people to believe that I had done them wrong or lied to them or that I was a fraud.
Yeah.
I pride myself on honesty. I pride myself on truth. Truth is the only thing I'm interested in.
He hit it right out of the park.
Lies will get you nowhere, but lies build upon lies and build upon lies. It's too much to cover. I'm obsessed with the truth. And, so today is the first opportunity that I've been able to speak about this case in full for the first time.
Mr. Depp, how do you feel about the intimate details of your life being aired in this process?
This is definitely, how do you call this? Cherry on top in terms of his case, why he's doing what he's doing. This is cherry on top.
As a father, raising kids, when they were very, very little, it was important to me, very important to me.
There it is.
To try to shield my children as much as possible from looking at their father or their mom, for that matter, as novelties. I didn't want my children to experience hordes of paparazzis.
That's what Harry's doing too, trying to shield his kids, his family, from all the BS that's out there. This is a true human being right there. I mean, he has some fault. He's human, duh. Okay, does his drugs and all of that. He doesn't hide that. But when it comes to family matters, whatever he experienced as a child, he did not want that for his kids. Same thing. That's the parallel with Harry. Okay? And then you have this woman come in and try to paint him as someone he is not. All right, so let's continue.
So I was always a very private person. So for me to come up here and stand before you, or sit before you all, and spill the truth is quite exposing. And it's unfortunate that it's not only exposing for myself, it's exposing for my family, it's exposing for Miss Heard, it's exposing for it's
he didn't even wanna sue her. It's because she keep on trigger him. Go look at some of my old videos. I think I even have audios of her triggering him. And then once he made up his mind and said, that's it, I'm gonna call you to court. See you in court. That was it for him. There was no turning back after that. 6 years. Okay? So he didn't even want to get to this point, but that woman would not stop. Alright? So I'm moving back a little bit.
Family, it's exposing for Miss Heard, it's exposing for it never had to go in this direction.
He did say
And
that
so
too. And those audios. Oh, shoot.
I can't say that I'm embarrassed because I know that I'm doing the right thing.
There it is.
Now, Mr. Depp, I'd like to turn a bit to your upbringing. We heard a bit from your sister Christy
Okay.
last.
So that's pretty much it. All right. So I'm done with this. Maybe if later on throughout the trial, I feel a little bit more to share with you. The only reason I bought this is because I brought it up. Because why he was doing that, because of his children. I said it 2 or 3 years ago when I was covering it, and then I stopped because some of you in the comments said you only want to hear about Harry and Meghan. But since I've said something similar in that nature, I felt I should bring that up. All right, but if later on there's other things that comes up and I feel like I should share, I'll share. Or maybe I'll put it on my other channel. I'm not even sure where I'm gonna put this one right now. All right, so that's that. I'm going on Twitter. There are some stuff that were happening yesterday. I wasn't too much on Twitter, but before I started recording, I went on Twitter to get some links to make a list for this video. So this is a minute or so video of ABC. Is it ABC or NBC? NBC. Harry gave an interview with them. Okay, Prince Harry talks to Hoda Kotb, I can't pronounce her last name, okay, about his recent visit with his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, saying she has, quote, a great sense of humor. I think they meant a great sense of humor. Alright, he says he's been, quote, welcome with open arms, end quote, in his new home, the US. Watch the US broadcast exclusive interview tomorrow on today's show. Alright, 1 minute and 1 minute.
Overseas now, where my colleague Hoda Kotb just sat down with Prince Harry for an exclusive U.S. broadcast interview. Harry and Meghan have been there for the Invictus Games. Prince Harry also spoke with Hoda about his recent visit.
There were a couple tweets a couple days ago. I might have bookmarked it. I have not recorded yet that particular tweet where Hoda was in the Hague. She posted something in her thing, and then the squad were talking about it and said, oh, she's not she's more pro monarch. This is where this is the station in the US that Trump had his TV show. So maybe this is the route of stuff, but let's focus on Harry now. Okay,
with his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth.
How did it feel being back, being with her?
Being with her, it was great. It was just so nice to see her. She's on great form. She's always got a great sense of humour with me, and I'm just making sure that she's, protected and got the right people around her.
Well, you make her laugh. That's what she always says.
The right people around her, because that's his job. They have a term for it. I have a video on the thumbnails where I point out I think 4 people who sort of they have a term. If, for instance, the Queen cannot do certain things, there's 4 people who could talk on her behalf, and Harry is one of them. So he's saying, went over there to make sure he got the right people around her and all of that. But let's take the Andrew things out, okay, out of this.
Protected and got the right people around
Well,
her
you
with me, and I'm just making sure that she's, protected and got the right people around her.
Well, you make her laugh. That's what she always says. Did you do it again?
Yes, yeah, I did. Both Meghan and I had tea with her, so it was really nice to catch up with her. And home for me now is for the time being, it's in the States.
He wants to make sure she knows my home right now is in the States. There's a video I was watching yesterday with President Obama and stuff like that, talking to some young men about maybe 3 years ago, where he was discussing what makes a man. I probably will put it when I'm editing here.
Mr. President, we have the next question from Alejandro, who wants to talk about masculinity.
All right. Hi, my name is Alejandro Galicia. I'm representing Sacramento. I'm affiliated with the Center of Sierra Health Foundation, and you both already kind of touched up on it, but from the time boys and men of color are born, we're given this narrow definition of what it means to be a man. And how can we begin to change the narrative that is currently forcing us to follow a path that doesn't align with our identities, including our brothers are a part of the LGBTQ plus community?
It's something that I think all of us have to recognize that being a man is first and foremost being a good human. And that means being responsible, being reliable, working hard, being kind, being respectful, being compassionate. And the notion that somehow defining yourself as a man is dependent on, are you able to put somebody else down instead of lifting them up? Are you able to dominate as opposed to support? That is an old view. For me to be respected and admired in my community, I've got to act a certain way. Me showing how I got more money than you, I can disrespect you and you can't do nothing about it. I'm going to talk about you. Ironically, that actually shows the vulnerability that you feel. I mean, let me say this. Like, if you are really confident about your financial situation, you probably are not going to be wearing an 8-pound chain around your neck. Because you know, oh, I got bank. I don't have to show you how much I got. I feel good. If you are very confident about your sexuality, you don't have to have 8 women around you twerking. I mean, why are you all like, you seem stressed that you got to be acting that way. Because I've got one woman who I'm very happy with.
All right, but let's continue here.
And it feels that way as well.
Does it?
Yeah, we've been welcomed with open arms, and it's got such a great community up in Santa Barbara. So
you feel like that's home more for you?
Yeah.
You can catch more of Hoda's interview with Prince.
All right, when I come back from vacation, if I come across it again, I'll share it with you. Let's see here. So soon, my God, surely the royal family will have to completely let him go. I understand the family ties and how hard it is to ostracize him, but I am afraid he is on a mission to bring the royal family, oh my God, down whilst filling his bank account. Oh, Lord. Because he said he had a great meeting with his grandmother. Get a grip. Okay, can't wait. A great sentence of humor. It's not too late to edit and retweet. A great sense. That should be a sense. Well, YouTube. I'm saying YouTube. Twitter doesn't have edit button. This is why a lot of people are screaming they need an edit button. Okay, he's fantastic. Can't wait. All right, I cannot stand this man. But why are you here? You cannot stand this man. Why are you here listening to him where it is your own choice to click? My goodness. Which is a huge stark contrast with his sense of loyalty and duty as they are non-existent. I mean, he's not the heir to the throne, apparent, because that's his brother's duty. He was helping his brother, but what did his brother did? Okay, backstab him, backstab his wife, because once you marry with somebody, okay, whatever happened to your half, okay, it happens to you too. It affects you. So why did his brother had to affect his wife? Get that video, that part where Obama was saying what makes a man whole and things like that, where you don't need to have several women tweaking in front of you to make you feel you're powerful and all of that. This is Harry. Harry needed just his wife, a strong woman, but because Harry is confident with his wife, his brother felt like he had to destroy him.
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
What's been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point And unless, I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
Had to destroy him and his wife. So this is why he's not there. He was more than willing to help him, but his brother rejected his help because he rejected his wife, Harry's wife. Okay, love him. Diana lives through him. All right, so it's not Harry's fault. He tried to give, work around them. Everything that he proposed, they said no, 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 no. So at some point, he has to live his life. But yet, you can't stand him. But why are you clicking on the video where you know they're going to talk about Harry? Next tweet. Okay, there's People magazine again. Prince Harry, quote, "I had always wanted to share these incredible moments with someone special, and to have Meg by my side means everything." I don't know if I show you that video where I said this is one of the things he wanted to share, these kind of things with somebody, and he finally find it who's actually passionate about it. And there's one tweet that I came across yesterday. I took a screenshot on my phone. It took me forever to finally for the phone to take the screenshot, where you see Meghan sitting on the floor with some of the Brits team, I think parents, the family members with their kids and all of that. They wanted to work with you people in the UK, but you rejected him and his wife. Look at it. They had to go to another country to have access, to still show compassion toward the UK team. Where are Harry's brother to at least root for the UK team? Nowhere to be found. All right. So let's see here. Care royalists who always repeat that Harry was happier when he was Cambridge's third wheel can have a rest now. All right. So do I have this? Okay, I thought the article was there. There was another one, I don't know. But if I see that article, I'll read part of it and leave the link. But this is just a screenshot. Okay. I think this picture here, do I have it? Yeah, I think I have it. Maybe I'll share that one with you after I finish read the interview here. What was this? Prince Harry. I'll put it right after this. There's a tweet that shows this part here. Okay, exactly. They wanted Prince Harry to be third wheel, kneeled on feet of Prince William and his wife, licking their boots, and pictures once in a while with him to get his shiny dust on themselves. Agree, but there will be people like Loopy Levine spinning that Harry is under Meghan's spell. Harry needs to live his life, and he's doing it. Okay, they are such liars. When William got married, he referred to Harry as the gooseberry. Really? Meaning gooseberry. UK Informer also feel like a gooseberry to be unwanted third person who is present when two other people are having a romantic relationship, want to be alone. I mean, it's like they just want Harry to be there so they could have something to complain about, and then for Harry just stay there and take it. And then now he leave, and they literally told his wife to leave, go to America.
If you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
And she did, and he followed along because he married to her and he loved her. I always thought he was supposed to be there for Katie for when Bill started to stray, as they all knew he would. Right, let's see. No, they still won't be satisfied because it will be Meghan's doing that how little they think of Prince Harry. Prince Harry and his family left and rediscover his true potential and take charge of his own destiny. Now he has hit his growth spur and enough room to grow. Fly Harry. There it is. That's the thing that I said, where they cut his wings and they want him to fly, and he did. Right now he's flying. Okay, unfortunately they think they know him more than Harry knows himself, sadly. All right, so let me do that tweet. I took it out from another one, another video. I was gonna put it, but since it's in the bottom of the chair, oh, that's not it. Okay, such beautiful start of the day when I wake up to see the British media wetting themselves from having a tantrum anytime Prince Harry opened his mouth. I wonder if anyone ended up in the A&E yet. Right, so there's this. I guess because Harry is having a lot of interviews with all sort of outlets and except the UK media. Okay, bloody ridiculous. Harry only has to mention the Queen and they go into meltdown. And the fact he loves living in the state, the whole interview hadn't aired yet and they're like rabid dogs foaming at the mouth. Okay, I love it, sis. I really do. They are such a bunch of losers. And they are going off the deep end. Yep, love it. All right, so that was that. All right, there's this here. This is another interview, another US outlet talking about it. And this is the station that that lady who had all the information about the Epstein things, and then they told her not to talk about it, and the UK was telling them if they do, they're not gonna get access to William and Kate and all of that. All right, so this is the station. Okay, Bob Woodruff report from The Hague on the 2022 Invictus Games, where hundreds of wounded servicemen and women are competing, including Ukrainian athletes, as Prince Harry, Meghan Markle stand in solidarity with players. All right, so 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Finally, wounded warriors from all over the world at the Invictus Games. So is Bob Woodruff, with the Ukrainians now competing.
Tonight in The Hague, the Invictus Games are underway. Hundreds of wounded veterans, servicemen, and women competing, now taking on an added meaning this year in a time of war. We met two members of Team Ukraine, Ihor Biskaraviny and Ihor Malushka.
It's my leg. It's my new leg.
It's your new leg. Both injured in battle years ago, now proud to be here representing their country.
You're fighting out here for those that are serving now, the other Ukrainian, they're on the front lines.
Yes, they both tell me. And just last week, they say one of their trainers was killed on the battlefield.
I'm wondering if it's the one that I sort of shared with you already. All right, let's continue.
One of their trainers was killed on the battlefield.
On your team, who's the archery trainer, he was actually killed this in the last few days.
Yes.
Dmytro Sidoruk, Ukraine's archery trainer. They carried a photo of him into the games. Several members of their team have been killed in this war.
Wow.
And tonight, this photo of their teammate, Yulia Polevska, is now being shared across the world.
Wow.
She was taken captive by the Russians in Mariupol. Prince Harry, who founded the Games, is here. Duchess Meghan left just yesterday. Prince Harry talking to the BBC about that quick visit to the Queen on their way to the Invictus Games.
She had plenty of messages for Team UK, which I've already passed on to most of them. So
that's good to know. That is good to know that she did that, because I've said in many other videos that I've covered the Invictus, I have not come across anyone of high caliber in the UK come out and support the team. This is the first time Harry saying through the Queen. So I'm just gonna leave it as that. There it is. Okay, let me move it back a little bit
to the Invictus Games.
She had plenty of messages for Team UK, which I've already passed on to most of them. So no, it was great to see her. I'm sure she'd love to be here if she could.
Tonight, Prince Harry saying the world stands with Ukraine.
To have them here is extraordinary. I don't think this Games could have been the Games that it is without Team Ukraine.
And those players tell me they are competing to honor those fighting back home.
What does this mean to you to play in this game here for the Invictus Games?
They say this is a sport event, but it's more than that this time. They want the world to know what's happening in their country.
Our thanks to Bob, and of course we honor all of those wounded warriors now competing.
And the other thing we have to see with the Invictus, not only to give the wounded a purpose to work towards, to display your hard work after being injured and stuff like that, something to work toward, to improve yourself instead of sitting in a corner pondering what had happened or what you've seen. Add a broader aspect. This is the aftermath. Invictus is the aftermath of war. what war causes. Okay? We could all go and support our, vets and all of that. When we don't see, sorry for those who literally cannot see, but when we don't see with our eyes the things, the missing limbs, the hurt, the certain marks in the body, this is the aftermath of a war. We should not be encouraged war, because many of these people are the casualty of it, the aftermath of it. This is how we can also see Invictus. Okay, let me read some of the comments. Okay, the games and competitors this year have been inspiring. It was great to see family and friends there supporting the competitors. It's wonderful the Invictus Games Foundation brings them to the game along with the athletes. Okay, one Babudrov report for each. We are Invictus now. Okay, good job, well done. I think there's a tweet Babudrov also did, and I respond on it because he himself got injured in one of the war he was reporting. I respond to it and I was like, I'm happy you did it. How are you doing? And I'm glad you recovered and stuff like that. All right, so there's more. Thank you. Touching story, giving their all then and now. America strong, only God can save them. All right, there's that. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I'm gonna try to focus on either interviews or videos and stuff like that. Okay, Prince Harry did an interview with Dutch network at NOS. He talks about how meaningful the Invictus game are after the 2-year-long delay. His focus is ensuring the competitors and their families are having, quote, the most amazing experience that we can offer, end quote. 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Here we are in The Hague after the Invictus Games were postponed twice because of the coronavirus pandemic. How is it to finally be here?
It's amazing. The atmosphere is incredible. I think everyone was... It's a year or 2 years to wait for the games anyway is quite a long time, but then to have it postponed and then again, you can really feel it amongst the competitors and their families. They've just been longing for this for so long.
It's, safety first. Their health come first. Without their health, they won't be there. If they had COVID and, ICU and all of that, so their well-being is number one. And then this will come after. All right, let's continue.
We're halfway now. Did it turn out as you pictured it?
I try not to picture it.
No?
For me, I want to be here, and I speaking to as many of the competitors and their families as possible, seeing them.
And he has. I've shared as many of those moments with you, whichever I come across, and there are some I have not recorded to share with you, but he is right. He go around and hang out with the guys and the girls like he usually said, and this is the first time where I'm actually seeing what's going on in the background with the Invictus. The first couple years prior to that, I didn't see those things. Okay, so let's continue.
Them smile and seeing them be happy, that kind of makes it for me. It doesn't matter what else is happening around the outside, as long as everything is running smoothly and they're having the most amazing experience that we can offer. That's all that really matters to me.
I would like to go back to Saturday, to the opening ceremony. You seem touched. Why was it so moving for you?
It's always moving. I know most of these guys. If I didn't know them before, then I naturally feel as though I know them because of my own service. So, for so many of us within this community, we all know what each other have been through. You can see it in their face how happy they are. You can see that this is a moment for them. But when you actually speak to them, for some of them, getting to the start line is the most healing part of their entire journey. So when they're walking out, they're not just walking out to applause, they're walking out and their whole life is changing right there and then, before the sports even started.
You mentioned Ukraine. During that same ceremony, you made quite a statement. You said to the Ukrainian delegation, "My hope is that this event creates the opportunity of how we, as a global community, can better show up for you." What do you mean?
As I'm listening to her, I'm seeing those other service people walking by. All right, let me move it back a little bit. There's the service people here. Military.
The opportunity of how we, as a global community, can better show up for you. What do you mean by that?
I think it's really hard for people to understand or to be able to help. There's nothing worse than feeling helpless. Words are one thing, but actions speak louder than words. So
I've been saying that. Where those other ones saying smile and this. Yeah, you could smile, you could pretend to care, but your action speaks louder than word. I've said this in some videos. All right, let me move it back so you could hear the full sentence.
Help. There's nothing worse than feeling helpless. Words are one thing, but actions speak louder than words. So what more can we do to help them? Because they need it. And when you speak to them, you understand what it is that they really need. There is more that we can do.
But when you say we should do more.
Okay, so there's this here. Watch the full interview here. So it's there, but I want to move on because there's more stuff I need to share with you. Maybe another time I'll come back to it. Okay, this reporter is good, professional too. Professional journalist, great interview. Amazing how Harry is promoting Invictus in different countries. Yep. Thanks, Royal Suitors. Great interview. Our Harry was so relaxed with this journalist who was probing but with respectful. Okay, I love how Harry is giving these wonderful interviews with various media outlets, but will excuse only any voters. Okay, if he speaks to any British media, he will choose who. Okay, he was in the studio on Monday with BBC anchor by Alex John and his best buddy JJ Chambers. Okay, so this I didn't know. Let's see this. I don't know anything about them, so do you know if they're nice and if Harry likes or choose them? He will do a UK interview to promote their athletes and the games. He just won't speak to awful voter as some like Jabson already slammed him for no reason. And the thing is, when it comes to interviewing people, it's not about whether you like somebody or dislike somebody. If you are a reporter, you should be somewhat neutral. Your personal feelings should always stay out of the conversation or the topic or the whatever it is that you are reporting. It's just reporting the facts. Okay, stay on course, stay on topic, and report the facts. That's it. You don't have to like somebody. I could understand your personal feeling could come out based on the question you're asking, but as long you stay on topic and on course, it doesn't matter. Okay, if the UK journalists, the royal rats, were reporting the facts and stay on topic and remove their personal feelings out of the conversation, out of the topic, I don't think Harry will have any problem with it. It's just that every single thing that they report, it's negative, and then the main focus of their subject is not even being really talked about in a honest way. They just go based on just bashing. Okay, so a reporter, it doesn't matter if a reporter likes Harry or not. If they just report the facts, I don't think Harry will have a problem. Just like Meghan was saying, she thought things will be fair. Just be fair, that's all. You know, that's what journalism is about. Report the facts, stay on topic, and remove your personal feeling. I could understand after you report the facts, maybe, I don't know, you could include somewhat your opinion, and that's about it. But to shift the complete narrative based on your point of view, I don't think it's fair. All right, so I just want to include that. And he did name, literally list the outlets he will not deal with. Okay, JJ Chambers served with him in Iraq. He's always promoted Harry's causes in the UK, and at times the media get Harry involved in a project via JJ, like Harry wishing him luck via Zoom when he did BBC Strictly Come Dancing. That was it, one of those guys that was walking with him, and then one of the squad is I think asking for a hug or something, and he's like, oh, I'm working, you know, for a second hug. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, it was shown on the show. Okay, that's really nice. Thanks for the info. You see, this is the thing here. He knows who to deal with because he literally lists all the outlets in the UK that he will not be dealing with. The ones who were trashing his wife and himself. So he doesn't want to deal with them. All right, there's this. Harry is so eloquent. You can see his passion for this game. I'm so happy for them and their entire Invictus community. Thank you. This man is shining example of what royal service is, especially service to our defenders and families. The British royal family should be giving him a royal medal for his tireless effort. Okay, oh, he looks so tired, but a good tired. Honest tired, a well-earned tired. Okay, very professional interview. Yeah, there's more comment, but let's move on. And I don't know where this is, but the thing continue. I don't want to spend too long on this one. I would love to continue that. I bookmark it for me to come back. If I have time, I'll come back. I'm already 40-something minutes and I have some more to share with you. All right, this is CBS. This is the same station in the US that the Oprah interview was had aired, and this is it here. Okay, Prince Harry praises Ukrainian service members for competing in this year's Invictus Games. Quote, I don't think this game could have been the game that it is without Team Ukraine. All right, 1 minute and 3 seconds.
Prince Harry is talking with our partners at the BBC about this year's Invictus Games and the importance of having the Ukrainian team take part at the same time that many of them are serving in their country in wartime.
To have them here is extraordinary, and that commitment that they've made to leaving their country, which is a real hard thing for them to decide to do, but they came.
Oh, so they took that from BBC. So maybe this was the thing that aired in the UK. And then because they are partnered with CBS, so maybe that's why they are able to share this clip here. All right, let's continue. And this is what the other person on that previous tweet was talking about, that he gave an interview with BBC. All right, let's continue.
With the president's blessing, and I don't think this games could have been the games that it is without Team Ukraine. And of course, they've lost now 4 members of their community, and 1.
And some of them I've shared with you. Not all. I think there's some of them. The ones that I come across and I felt I should share with you. And I did share them with you.
And one being their archery instructor, who isn't here. He didn't make it, killed in action. So I think it really just brings it home to what is going on across Europe right now. And we've got over 500 competitors here with varying different stories and backgrounds, but ultimately we are all together in this.
Okay. When you said, different background and different areas and so, I'm thinking there's some stuff that's going on in the Middle East. I'm not hearing it on TV or not even YouTube channels talking about it. I haven't covered it yet because so many things going on. And I have a lot of things piled up for me to share with you. That's why I haven't shared it yet. If I do share what's going on in the Middle East, it's going to be on my other channel, RPU Team Sussex. Okay? Have so much love for Team Ukrainian. Love Prince Harry, showering them with love and respect. Okay? It's very sad what Team Ukraine is going through. I hope they are enjoying Invictus, and I hope Russia stop its invasion soon. Okay? Prince Harry's... so much to say on this, but I'm gonna hold it. It has to do with politics, so forget it. Okay, Prince Harry, aka Major Wells, is a leader with compassion. Captain Wells is the real deal, a real good man. Okay, Captain Wells always advocated for veterans. God bless him. Very good. There's more comment, but let's move on. Next tweet. Okay, this was the one I was looking for, and I went and shared something else. This is Bob Woodruff. Okay, that I comment in because he was the one who got hurt in one of the wars. Was it Iraq war or something like that, where he almost lost his life? Okay, so I am here in The Hague this week reporting about the Invictus Games. Prince Harry and Meghan are here. From that last interview, we heard that Meghan already left. Okay, she's probably back in the US. Okay, I met with US athletes and also athletes in the yellow and blue uniform who are from the Ukraine. Okay, at ABC we are Invictus game. Let's look at some of the pictures. Okay, so there it is. Team Ukraine. Okay, let's see what's there's my comment here. Okay, at Bob Woodruff, how are you doing yourself? I remember seeing your report of your injury. I am so happy you recovered. Your kids get to see you every day and you get to see your kids grow. Nice. All right, 9 people like this. Okay, I love it. Invictus athletes are phenomenal. And of course, I love seeing Harry and Meghan. Okay, keep up the good work. They couldn't have chosen a better person to cover this event. How are you doing, Bob? Trusting you are well, and so is your families. There's some people who still referring to that. Okay, exciting. Glad to hear you are there supporting this phenomenal event. Doing amazing reporting. All right, there's more comment, but let's move on. Next tweet. Then if I come across the People magazine, I'll be more than happy to share with you. There's Hoda. Okay, today exclusive. Prince Harry opened up to Hoda. Did I share that already? Okay, about his recent visit to the Queen, quote, she's always got a great sense of humor with me, end quote. Catch the full interview tomorrow on Today. All right, so there's that. Okay, very much looking forward to this. I was worried for him and how his family and the press were treating him and Meghan sometime before he left. He seems in a much better place as a non-working royal. Him and Meghan have been excelling since then. I love their humanitarian projects. Okay, I'll be watching. What time is this airing? Okay, I love and support Harry and Meghan, so I'll be watching Prince Harry's interview. All right, there's... Okay, I can't read this, so let's move on, and there's more comments. Next tweet. Okay. I think this was the one that I was... Oh, no, that's not it. That's not the one. Okay, Prince Harry gives out medals at the swimming competition on day 4 of the Invictus. Okay, let's look. This is a UK team. UK athlete. This is what it's all about. Look at the kids. Look at the kids. Looking at the medal. This is what it's all about. You know? So your kids don't see you sitting in a corner, you know, mentally damaged after a war. This is, you know, you push yourself to get there, and then look at the kids. Admiring the medal. This is so nice. They don't even care about Harry. Can you imagine that if one of the squads were there? Okay, look at this. They don't even care about Harry. Look at the medal. They're looking at the medal. They don't even give Harry a 2 seconds. Admiring the medal that their mom just got. I'm assuming that's their mom. Okay, Diana's boy. There's a heart. Okay, next tweet. Okay, there's that. Team UK competitors reflect on Prince Harry's positive impact on Invictus Game. All right, 1 minute 34 seconds.
Quite a few of my patients that I've repatriated on the critical care air support team have represented the UK at previous Invictus Games, and a number of colleagues of mine that have served. So it was on a whim. I applied after a drink one night and didn't press the submit button, but there was a glitch in the system and the form went through, and so I received joining instructions. In the military, you receive joining instructions, you have to turn up. So it took me 5 hours to get from Portsmouth to Bath because I turned around so many times to drive home, but I'm really glad that I took that step. And it's made a massive difference for me. It's a difference in the fact that I'm still serving. I was diagnosed with delayed complex PTSD. And this journey has just meant that actually I can still live a life instead of hiding. And
my goodness, if the UK media will support this kind of thing, forget about Harry and all of this. Forget about Harry. Listening to her, the issues she was dealing with. My goodness, only if the freaking media don't keep on throwing negativity about anything that anybody says, because there are so many people who commit suicide in the UK. I've talked about, what's that young lady? Oh my God, what's her name? She's the same name with the part author of the Fighting Freedom. I can't think of her name right now. Who was a presenter in the UK and stuff like that. She committed suicide after she had some issues with her boyfriend or something like that, and then the media, the British press, went after her where she couldn't take it anymore. But listening to her, only if the freaking people with the mic in the UK help and stop bashing people. But let me move it back again.
It's a difference in the fact that I'm still serving. I was diagnosed with delayed complex PTSD, and this journey has just meant that actually I can still live a life instead of hiding and not stepping out of the house and just being broken. So I owe so much to the Invictus Games and everything that it has done for me and for my family.
The impact he's had and the influence he brings whenever he enters a room is huge, but then he's very good at maintaining personal connections with people.
Yeah.
So as you see, it's not just Team UK who it means a lot to. A lot of the Team Netherlands, Team Ukraine, Team Denmark, I've seen all of my friends from there posting, and he's taking the time to go and meet all of them. So it's definitely not just the favouritism to the UK. He's influential to everyone, and it clearly means a lot for his presence to be here, and he's made such a huge difference.
There it is. That just remind me of one of the interview that he did where he was talking about having that line between privacy and public service and all of that, where he said this is half of his private life. He just want to come and enjoy hanging out with the guys and the girls and their family and all of that. There it is. This is the someone who's talking about it here.
Chance my arm with a cheeky question. A bit like your mother, you are pursued every minute of every day by lots of people trying to take photographs, videoing, recording what you're saying, pushing. How can you possibly have a private life?
Cheeky question. You're right, that is a cheeky question. But Andrew, to be honest with you, sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore, and we will continue to do our best to ensure that there is the line. You know, we are completely aware that we're in a very privileged position, and I will spend the rest of my life earning that privilege and trying to bring a spotlight onto things and causes that really matter to me, and I hopefully matter to a lot of other people as well. Everyone has a right to their privacy, and you know, a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary. You know, I hope that people get to see me here in this Invictus role, you know, cracking on with the guys and mucking in and having a good time with them. And this is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing, but the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
Who experience it. Okay, it's so nice to hear from the competitors without anyone to ruin things with negative gossip. That's exactly that. Okay, beautiful. I love the Invictus game and its Invictus family. Okay, we love Prince Harry. Right? You know, anything positive, the UK press don't want to hear it. They like drama. My goodness. All right, there's another one here. This is a still picture. Prince Harry with U.S. Air Force Tech Sergeant Kevin Green at the Invictus Games welcome event for Team US and Team Ukraine. It seems like, oh no, I thought there was more on top. All right, let's look at the picture. There they are. Air Force. Look at the handshake. That's nice. That is very nice. Okay, love. Oh, look at this. She even mentioned it. Love the handshake. There is mutual respect there. There's that. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, there's this again. Oh, there's the People magazine. Perfect. So I'll do this last. I'm gonna go into the article. Okay, Prince Harry can't wait to take his kids to Invictus and reveal Lily just took her first step. Oh my goodness. What? She's walking. Now everything needs to be put high so she doesn't touch. All right, so let's read some more here. Prince Harry can't wait to take his kids to Invictus and reveal Lily just, okay. In an exclusive interview with People, Prince Harry revealed that his 10-month-old daughter with Meghan Markle, little bit Diana, is already working on walking. Okay, let's see here. Lily has taken her first step. Oh my, how cute. When they're both old enough, they'll be so happy. Appreciate Invictus. They're too young at the moment, and it's a long way to travel with COVID. So I'm gonna strike out some of the things that I said, where maybe they took the kids to see the Queen and all of that. Okay, so they didn't travel with them. So there, some of you who were saying your shades and in the comment section. That's the answer to that. They didn't travel with them. All right. I'm glad people have a new editor, then bought the UK tabloid culture and chipping it. All right. Okay, I second that. People bought in a new editor. They lost me, but I'm back. Okay. OMG. What is it? There were a couple tweets not too long ago. I was reading where the squad were talking about that, and then was it I sharing it with you, or I was reading it on my own, where whatever, there was an editor for People magazine that they got rid of or something like that, and a lot of people were unsubscribing to People, the magazine itself, not subscribing to YouTube or anything like that, but subscription to get the physical how do you call this, to read the magazine. That's the word, magazine. So some people were complaining about it because the kind of person that they had, bringing the same tabloid things into the paper. But anyway, let me read. OMG, how sweet. I'm so happy and proud of Harry and how much happiness he's received since being with the phenomenal Meghan. Congrats on their success and beautiful life. They don't have to share anything, but when they do, it's worth the wait. Okay, you mean someday we will actually see them, okay, if their parents allowed it. Okay, neither Archie nor Lily are public property, and their mom and dad are rightly protective of them. Look at how I start this video where Johnny Depp was saying how he was trying to shield his family, his kids, from the paparazzi. That's the same thing here. Alright, so happy for him. He is living his best life. And I could see some sort of a parallel with the Sussexes and Johnny Depp in a way. But why Meghan had to do the lawsuit, it's almost the same thing. And I was kind of shocked. This is where I sort of detach myself from the Johnny Depp issue, not just because I don't want to record and share with you, but the fact that he lost the UK trial, that really got me. But I got to learn though, the reason he lost that case. Okay, remember the case in the UK was that I think one of the people who wrote on whatever the platform, the outlet, that they named him a wife beater. So that really got him. That really got him upset. But come to find out why he lose that case, not because he is a wife beater, but because of the editor whoever wrote it on whatever platform it was, is the fact that Amber Heard actually confirmed that. Remember, there's two people. There's Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Okay, so because Amber Heard confirmed that Johnny Depp hit her, and then they put that term wife beater, and this is why Johnny Depp lost the case, and this is why also Johnny Depp is suing Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard because he felt like she was getting things out of control, lies after lies after lies after lies. Okay, to make my point clear, based on my original recording, is that in the UK, Johnny Depp was suing the paper, not Amber Heard, the paper, for calling him a wife beater. So one of the reasons I think he lost the case is because Amber Heard confirmed, okay, that doesn't mean it was true, but Amber Heard confirmed to the court, yes, Johnny beat me, Johnny hit me, Johnny this, Johnny that. Okay, forget the actual fact, what we are seeing now that's going on in the US, Virginia. Okay, forget the actual fact, what really happened, which was completely 360. But because Amber Heard confirmed to the court in the UK that yes, Johnny did hit her, so the court in the UK said, okay, I don't think the paper is liable for saying Johnny Depp is a wife beater. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not right. We're not happy that he lost it, but this is what actually happened in the court. Amber Heard went to the UK and said, yes, Johnny hit me. So the court said, okay, since the victim supposedly, okay, confirm what the paper have written, that yes, Johnny had hit her. So because of that, this is why Johnny Depp lost the case in the UK, because Amber Heard confirmed, yes, Johnny hit her. Okay, physically hit her. Again, this is not to say she is telling the truth, but because of confirmation that she said to the court, yes, Johnny sort of hit her and whatever happened in the UK. So now in the US, what we are seeing, where the truth, the facts, everything, personal details of everything, where it's actually the completely 360, is not actually the truth. And, as you listen to the things that's going on in the U.S. with Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard thing, the defamation lawsuit, Johnny needs to be more focused. He needs to be more focused on exactly why he's doing, because in portion of this video, because now I'm editing a different day, I'm seeing more stuff that's coming out of the court, is that Johnny Depp, he talks slow, he creates a scene before he actually giving his answer. This is why he's so good at editing some of the scripts that they gave him. He creates a scene, okay? Give a picture to the audience who's listening to him, how he get to his response. You understand what I mean? So, but in the court, just be direct and focused, and he takes too long to respond to his answer. And at the same time, people need to understand and his point of view. I just hope the jurors understand him. But what we are seeing in the in the US, is that what all the stuff from the beginning till now in the court in the US, Virginia court, is that Amber Heard has been lying. Everything she says is completely opposite. You understand what I mean? So this is the reverse part of my response here. Not reverse, but why Johnny Depp sort of lost the case in the UK, because Amber Heard went to the UK and back up the newspaper, whoever the article, that whoever the person wrote the thing, said yes, she did, Johnny Depp did this, Johnny Depp did that. So the UK people, the judge in the UK have to back up the newspaper and said, yeah, so he is a wife beater. All right, because the woman went in and confirmed it. This is why. Okay, I'm not saying it's true, I'm not saying it's just, but this is why he lost, because Amber Heard went and confirmed what the paper have written. That's what I mean by that. Okay, I hope I make sense. A little bit longer, but I hope I make sense on that. So let's read some part of People magazine article, and I'll leave the link in the description if I don't finish it. All right, Prince Harry can't wait to take his kids to Invictus and reveal Lily just took her first step. Okay, the Duke of Sussex told People Archie is already watching videos of wheelchair basketball, and rugby. Wow. So he's getting ease him into those kind of thing. Wow. That's very interesting. Okay, once that commercial finished, let me see what they're gonna talk about. I'll fast forward a little bit maybe. Okay.
After 2 years of pandemic delays, Prince Harry is back, cheering on his fellow veterans at the Invictus Games, this time as a husband and a father. In this week's issue, the Duke of Sussex is exclusively reflecting to People on the power of the Games, which he started in 2014 as a multi-sport event for wounded, injured, or sick armed services personnel.
Okay, I need to stop somewhere because otherwise they're gonna flag me for copyright. Alright, so he is his kids, especially Archie, who's a little bit older, the innocent of things, rugby, people in wheelchair, to make him understand there are people who are in those kind of situation, they could move forward. So he's easing him and to understand other people's disabilities. That's very good.
Harry says the Invictus motto, "I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul," resonates for him personally.
What is it? I think I read that in one of my videos. I think, who did I have? It's black. I remember the thumbnails is black. What? That was an image of someone. Oh, Nelson Mandela next to it. Okay, so I did read that. in one of the videos. It's already up, and I think it's public already.
And can hold meaning for all of us. He explains, quote, "Life is full of extraordinary gifts and challenges, many that can be seen as lessons." The motto comes from a William Ernest Henley poem, which Harry calls a reminder that we all have the power to take control of our lives, especially, quote, "when you have a good community around you to provide support." According to Harry, this year's games, which were postponed from 2020 to 2021, then again to 2022, are different for him now that he's a dad to 2 children with his wife Meghan Markle, soon to be 3-year-old son Archie, and 10-month-old daughter Lilibet. Harry says he has tremendous respect for what these veterans and their families sacrifice in the name of service. He even looks forward to taking his own kids to the games when they're old enough, revealing that he's already showed Archie wheelchair basketball and explained to his son how some players were missing legs and have invisible injuries too.
Wow, that's a very good way of easing your kids who someday will take over that. So he's teaching him, Archie, at a very innocent way. So when he goes out there and see people in wheelchair, he doesn't give that weird eye or, whatever some people do. So he's already teaching him. All right.
Since Lily is still a bit too young, the royal says her current priorities center around trying to keep up with her brother. But the proud papa adds that she took her first step just a few days ago.
Wow. So we get to hear that. Oh yeah, I think they pretty much sums up this. I don't even need to read it. They sums it up, but the video sums it up. I'll leave the link in the description for you. I'm already an hour, but I don't want to take too long because there's a lot of things I need to do later on. Laundry and pack up to take the kids away tomorrow. All right, let's do a prayer. Prayer for let's do safe travel. That's also for me and Harry too, and Meghan, who left now. Safe travel for all of the players to go back. So safe travel all around. All right, let's see here. Oh God, our Heavenly Father, whose glory fills the whole creation and whose presence we find wherever we go, preserve those who travel, surround them with your loving care, protect them from every danger, and bring them in safety to their journey end. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Let's pick an image. All right, so let's do this one. Okay, Lord, travel with me on this journey, calm me and cover me with your blood. All right, so that's it, because I'm gonna start editing this, and as soon as I finish, I'm gonna share it with you guys. All right, and when I come back from my vacation, I'll pick up on the Invictus things. There's a lot of things I bookmarked that I've already recorded, haven't edited, and things that I bookmarked I haven't recorded yet to share with you. So just know I'll be sharing a couple stuff with you. I could have easily go with my laptop and to edit at night, but I just want to focus on the family. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you.
Mr. President, we have the next question from Alejandro, who wants to talk about masculinity.
All right.
Hi, my name is Alejandro Galicia. I'm representing Sacramento. I'm affiliated with the Center of Sierra Health Foundation, and you both already kind of touched up on it, but from the time boys and men of color are born, we're given this this narrow definition of what it means to be a man, and how can we begin to change the narrative that is currently forcing us to follow a path that doesn't align with our identities, including our brothers are part of the LGBTQ plus community.
Good. That's a great question. It's something that I think all of us have to recognize, that being a man is first and foremost being a good human. And that means being responsible, being reliable, working hard, being kind, being respectful. being compassionate, and the notion that somehow defining yourself as a man is dependent on, are you able to put somebody else down instead of lifting them up? Are you able to dominate as opposed to support? That is a old view, and a view that thankfully I see a lot of young people rejecting, because each of us have gifts that express themselves in different ways, and some of us have gifts of art and music, and what we're really attuned to is people's feelings and sensitivities. And that's magic, and we need that. And then some people have gifts that have to do with being an amazing athlete, or have to do with being great at math. And what we want to do is create a space in which young men of color and young men generally.
So I don't get flagged completely for not interrupting between this video. One thing that crossed my mind when President Obama got to this point where he said where he wants to create a space for young men in general, generally, one of the things that crossed my mind is that, in my humble opinion, I think and I feel many young white men should seek to those communities for help, because it seems like, in my humble opinion, their respective communities are not helping them to understand other cultures, other people's perspective. All you see, majority of the time, when things do come out, it's negative. I don't want to pinpoint any specific. If you're not watching the news, that's not my fault, because it's on the news many times, and many times they get away with what they are doing. But in general, they are hurting society at large. They are hurting their kids' future. They are hurting everybody's future. So when President Obama says he wants to create a platform for young men in general, so he's not distinguishing between Hispanic, Black, Native American, just people in general. So many of these young white men who their communities are not really focusing on creating a peaceful future, but instead it's more of a chaotic, disturbing future. So I think they should seek out help outside of their community to understand how to move forward in a peaceful way. So that crossed my mind. So just in case I get flagged for this video, I wanted to interrupt somewhere, but this seems to be the perfect spot. All right, let's get back to the video.
Don't have to feel as if, for me to be respected and admired in my community, I've got to act a certain way. A lot of the violence and pain that we suffer in our communities arises out of young men who nobody's said to them what it means to be respected. And so they're looking around and well, I guess being respected means I might shoot you, or I can make you back down, or I can disrespect you and there's nothing you can do about it. And that is a self-defeating model for being a man. So we have to constantly lift up examples of successful men who don't take that approach. And that's hard to do in this society, because you were talking about music. Let's face it, a lot of hip hop and rap music is built around me showing how I got more money than you, I can disrespect you and you can't do nothing about it, I'm going to talk about you. and punk you, and ironically, that actually shows the vulnerability that you feel. I mean, let me say this. Like, if you are really confident about your financial situation, you probably are not going to be wearing an 8-pound chain around your neck. Because you know, oh, I got bank. I don't have to show you how much I got. I feel good. If you are very confident about your sexuality, you don't have to have 8 women around you twerking. I mean, why are you all like, you seem stressed that you got to be acting that way? Because I've got one woman who I'm very happy with, right? So, and she's a strong woman. So, I think part of the challenge we have is that because oftentimes racism historically in the society sends a message that you are less than and weak, we feel like we've got to compensate by exaggerating certain stereotypical ways that men are supposed to act. And that's a trap that we fall into, that we have to pull out of. If you're confident about your strength, you don't need to show me by you putting somebody else down. Show me how strong you are that you can lift somebody else up and treat somebody well and be respectful and lead in that fashion. So, anything you want to add, sir?
I've just been mentored right there.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. President, for that.